What's good with y'all? SD2K back to another build video, and today I wanted to showcase a build that I made for my brother, and it's kind of supposed to be just a pure slasher point guard. He wanted a shorter one at first, but I was like, well, why don't we try making like a 6'6", 6'7", and this one turned out to be really good. I mean, he's been playing really well on it, and especially offensively, the rim pressure he's able to put on the defense is really insane. And if you run a 5-out lineup, I think this is a really good point guard for that. But I've sat here for probably about 45 minutes to an hour playing around with the attributes, and I did make a version that I think is a lot better. Offensively, it's, just slightly worse. Not really. I mean, the attributes are just kind of moved around. Some stuff's a little bit lower, but I think offensively you're not going to really notice a difference, but defensively it is much better. But I'll show you this version. This is the one that he actually made. So you see you get cap break that drive and dunk up to a 99 with the 90 vertical. You have legend posterizer. And then, +4 on the mid range. You have an 89 mid range shot, 83 3-point. You can dribble 6'7", 86. That's solid. Solid pass. And then the only thing I did not like about this build, the perimeter defense, only a 74, while not really having a high interior. And, 78 block is fine, but I was able to get all the defensive stats higher on this other version while pretty much keeping the offense the same. But I'll go show you the upgraded version real quick, and we'll get into cap records and why I changed everything around and stuff like that. So this is the better version right here, and you're going to want to go point guard, 6'7" on the height, 230 pounds, 7-foot wingspan, same as the other one. But hit continue, and we'll start with the physicals, just so it'll show all the badges as we're upgrading our other attributes. You got an 80 speed, 76 agility, 73 strength, and this one only has a 85 vertical to start off. So I know the speed is still low and the agility. I would like to get those higher, but I mean honestly they're not terrible. On a 6'7", I never noticed his build, looking slow or anything like that. Just I would like to get it up a little bit more for how this build plays, but honestly it works fine for him on his. So it's not the end of the world, and there's really no way to get it higher without sacrificing other stuff. At the very least you could run speedster takeover or something if you wanted, but I probably wouldn't recommend that. I'd probably put posterizer take on and just dunk on everybody. But come over here to the finishing. Almost identical stats on it. You got a 94 driving dunk, and then close shot and driving layup 74 to go with that, and 44 standing dunk. So this one I just took standing dunk down one, driving layup down one. You lose out on layup mixmaster, but with how he plays and how I think pretty much anybody on this build would play, you're not trying to do layups anyway. You're trying to dunk. So he hardly ever does layups. Almost every time he drives to the rim, it's either an attempted dunk or a actual dunk. And then standing dunk, you lose one package, but I needed to take that down to upgrade some other stuff. So I mean, not really a big loss there. But come over to you to shoot him. You have an 87 mid-range to start off with, so you start off with that silver shifty, and you still want to use 2 cap breakers to get that to an 89 for gold set shot. And I went down a little bit on the 3-point shot, but you lose limitless range on bronze at 76. That's what I have it at now. But honestly, I mean, how this build plays, you don't really want to shoot threes anyway with a 99 driving dunk. You only want to shoot it when they leave you wide open just to make them respect the shot. But with a gold set shot and everything, you can hit with 76 just fine anyway. So I didn't really see the point in having such a high 3-point shot. But technically you will shoot a little worse, but I don't think it will be noticeable if you play how you really should and how I think the smartest way to play on this build would be. But go to free throw. I got that up a little bit. It's a 71 now. You can take that down if you don't play Pro-Am or Rec 5s. I do, so I always try to put free throw on every build anyway, but got that at 71. Now come over here to playmaking. This is almost identical. You still got the 82 pass, still got the 75 speed of ball, but ball handle is at an 85 now instead of 86. So you get all the same stuff except you lose that silver ankle assassin. But the badge is fun. It works sometimes for me, but I think it's just not. It's not like a big deal, really. Honestly, I like to put 86 if I can on most of my builds, but 85 will work just the same. Now come over here to defense. This is where I greatly improve this build. You got a 74 interior defense now. Start with an 82 perimeter and an 84 block. So all around, I mean, that interior defense and block gonna help you guard post scores, chase down blocks, help you just stop people driving at you, get better contests in the paint, and then block will help you get better contests and more blocks on the perimeter as well. And then already starting off, you got 82 perimeter that'll give you that silver challenger. But use 3 cap breakers here, you'll have silver on ball menace, silver pick dodger, just help you all around on the defensive end, make you way better defensively. And like I said, you you lose a little bit on offense with this version, but it's not noticeable compared to a huge improvement on defense that will very much be noticeable. But then, rebounding is the same. Come over here, 80 offensive rebound. Hold on. Let me see where I messed up. I have my post control one too high. Sorry about that. 80 offensive rebound. So, off rebounding's the same. Playmaking's pretty much the same. I guess you lose layup mix master on bronze on a build where you're going to try to dunk anyway, and you lose 1 standing dunk package on finishing. And then shooting, pretty much the same, except your 3-point's just a little bit lower. But that's really only the drawback to this version, whereas you get way better defense. So hit continue right here. Get the same build name. You get shades of Jalen Suggs, Cade Cunningham, James Harden, shot erasing mid-range slasher. Really like that build name. Like I said, that is the same build name, but I'll go do a quick recap of the cap breakers and we'll finish this up. So as you can see right here, and bear with me, this is kind of, most of my builds I try to limit how many different attributes we're putting cap breakers in just to keep it a little more simple, but this one I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. But you're going to want to go +5 right here on the driving dunk, +2 on the mid-range, +3 on the perimeter defense, and +5 on the vertical. So with that +5 vertical and +5 driving dunk, you will have legend posterizer and legend aerial wizard on this build. So, at first, I would probably go with like +2 driving dunk, just rock with Hall of Fame while you upgrade mid-range and perimeter defense. And then later on, once you get more and more cap breakers, go ahead and upgrade that so you already got legend, don't have to use any max +1s or anything. But whatever you choose to do. And then after that, you get a lot of good value. I mean, you got pass accuracy, you get pretty good value on right here. You can get that up to a 91. Get your ball handle up if you want. Get some layup code, whatever you really want to do after that. But I think this will be a really good two-way pure slasher. And then especially if you run with 4 really good shooters, this build will be really unstoppable. I mean, they're not going to be able to. Almost no guard in the game is going to be able to guard this. Even this build with a really high block, 84 for a point guard, it's going to have a hard time stopping a 99 driving dunk. But if you enjoy the video, drop a like, subscribe, comment any other builds or gameplays you want to see, and I'll try to get that out to you. I appreciate it.